Keep your cameras on. Your presence and participation help create the engaging and supportive environment that Toastmasters is known for. Now, let me introduce our MC this morning. Toastmaster here Tilwani is currently the Vice President for Public Relations of District Discovery Gardens Toastmasters Club, social media specialist under District 127 PR team. She is also the Area 21 Public Relations and Division F Analyst and Planning Chair. She joined Toastmasters a year ago, and she is currently working as a web developer and loves debugging new roles. Now, I would like to invite our MC onto the virtual stage. Toastmaster here. Toastmaster here, over to you.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms, for a wonderful introduction. Good morning, Toastmasters. A very warm welcome to our district leaders, club officers, and fellow Toastmasters joining us from across District 1 to 7. Today isn't just a workshop, it's an opportunity to learn how we can amplify the Toastmasters brand, create meaningful engagement, and make a lasting impact through effective public relations. I invite everyone to stay engaged, participate actively, and make the most of today's learning. Before we begin, let's welcome the person leading our district with vision and purpose. Our district director is a passionate Toastmaster with over 11 years of experience, having successfully served as Club Growth Director, Division B Director, and Area 23 Director. Outside Toastmasters, he is an accomplished IT professional with more than 20 years of experience in the IT services industry. Please join me in welcoming our District Director DTM Harish Krishnan. With thunders of applause, please welcome our District Director DTM Harish Krishnan. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster, here for this welcome. Uh, Good morning, my dear marketing managers of District 127. It's a pleasure to address this crowd. You know why? I started my leadership role in Toastmasters as a VPPR. First of all, let me thank our dear public relations manager, Toastmaster Deepak Deth, and his entire crew to organize such an event. It is something which is much needed, or need of the hour, according to me at least, because I see a lot of variations happening in designs and the branding. So it is right time to realign and correct as per TI guidelines. So this is placed at a correct moment. A session like this for PR. Well done on that. Let me tell you, as we say, every role we do in Toastmasters has a learning, and for VPPR is purely a branding or a marketing skill that you're going to learn, because you have a target audience, you have a product to market, and where can you apply your knowledge or your creativity. So just to tell you, this is 11 years back when I was the VPPR. I had a dedicated website for my club. I even bought a domain. I did a development. I paid outsourced developer to have a 5-page website and even the hosting. Then what I did back then, now it's very common. I dropped a pin on Google, but now it looks like, this we can do. Yeah, but back then it was not easy, or people never used to do that. So I feel that even today, my club gets a lead because of that pin. So when you take this role as VPPR, just see what you can add value to your club to develop and to grow the members. And one more thing, I'm also seeing a lot of AI posters coming where the face itself changes. You are not the person on that AI poster, but let's think other ways also. So if you put a command of 5 lines with a picture and AI gives you a poster. Ask yourself, what was your role in that? What did you learn from that? I feel that we don't have much to learn in that when you use AI to do these type of things. Plus, it gets crowded, distorted. So maybe this session will help you or give you an insight on how we can use our own creativity. Maybe it may not be perfect, doesn't matter. But are we learning? That's what matters. But I think AI won't help you to learn. AI will help you to shortcut things and cut your creativity. So let's go by the guidelines. Let's use some tools which where we can put our things. And let's also never allow our brand to dilute, which is the Toastmasters logo, Toastmasters colors, Toastmasters font. So I'm sure today there will be a lot of things which you will be getting to know or learn or get rehearsed or refreshed from our PR team. So please make use of it and let's all align and let's promote the brand. Let's promote Toastmasters and let's add our 2 cents when we are in our roles. And all the best. And over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Didi. Our next speaker believes that every thriving district begins with thriving clubs. Joining us today is a distinguished Toastmaster whose journey began 9 years ago with a simple goal: self-improvement. Since then, he has evolved into an inspiring leader, accomplished speaker, and a dedicated mentor. He has served with distinction as Area Director and Division B Director, a Division B champion in the 2021 International Speech Contest. He proudly represented his division at DTEC. In 2025, he was recognized as the Outstanding Division Director and now serves as Club Growth Director for District 127. Beyond Toastmasters, he brings over 15 years of leadership experience in engineering and manufacturing and currently serves as Sales and Marketing Director for the GCC and India region. Please welcome our Club Growth Director, DTM Mohammad Ashik. CGD, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Here, I feel like you're giving an introduction like, let's invite Bahubali onto the stage. I feel so energized. Thank you, Toastmaster. Here, that is how it has to be done. First of all, I really want to appreciate our district PRM, Toastmaster Deepak, Toastmaster Wenzel, his team, and the rest of the team for organizing such a much needed session at the start of the year itself. It sets the tone, it sets the need, it gives an idea why we actually wanted to focus more on PR. So when I joined the Toastmaster Club, initially I took the Surgeon at Arms role in 2000, back in 17-18. But then I used to check with my club seniors, why are we promoting or putting a lot of flyers when members achieve something? And what is the need? This is all something we are self-driven. We don't need to be motivated every now and then. And eventually, a couple of years later, I understood PR for a Toastmasters is same as the public relations work you do for a company, for a corporate, or for a university. Because why do you need PR for a Toastmasters? It's actually to show the reputation and credibility of your club to the outside fraternity. And when a member sees that, when a member of my own club sees that, he feels happy. He feels happy to be with that club. When as a member, when I achieve any level completions or any particular milestones in Toastmasters, it's true that I would love to see a small recognition from the club if it can be flaunted in the fraternity. Recognition drives people. But we all are self-motivated. We all are here to improve our communication leadership skills. But then timely recognition will help us to drive and towards this goal we have set in the initial years. So I truly believe this is a very good session, and I know these two people are going to deliver this session. They are going to make this session worthwhile. Recently, I spoke to an organization. I went there to pitch in Toastmasters. I explained to them all the club officers' roles. One thing he asked, this VPPR role is similar to what we do in our club. We have a marketing wing and public relations wing. I said perfectly yes. So that's how Toastmaster gives importance to PR roles. So to all the marketing greats and amazing PR leaders of our District 127, make sure you take your club brand and flaunt it across the district and beyond the district. The members will love it. The club, you will be able to retain more members. And when you genuinely do the right things through your PR work, more members will come. And as a CGD, I'll be the most happiest person. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Back to the wonderful MC.
Thank you, Toastmaster DTM Ashik. Now, public relations is the voice of Toastmasters. Every post, every story, every campaign shapes how the world sees our organization. Joining us is a dynamic Toastmaster and communication leader with over a decade of Toastmasters experience. Toastmaster Deepak Det currently serves as the Public Relations Manager for the District 127. Throughout his Toastmaster journey, he has held several leadership roles, including Area 42.
Thank you, no?
Can you please unmute? Including Area 42 Director under Division H in 2022-23, where he earned the prestigious Trailblazing Award. He has also served his home club, Musaffar Toastmasters Club, as President, Vice President of Education, and Vice President of Membership. Professionally, he is a senior manager at Initiative, part of the Omnicom Group, one of the world's largest media and marketing communication companies. He resides in Abu Dhabi with his wife and his daughter. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our Public Relations Manager, Toastmaster Deepak Det. Toastmaster Deepak, virtual stage is yours. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, here for the wonderful opening. Dear leaders, just let me know if I am audible to you. Just show some reaction.
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you. Even though it's a Sunday morning, even though it's a Saturday morning, I cannot be more prouder than after seeing 84 members attended this session. More are on the way, which I can see on the WhatsApp group. Without further ado, I need to start my part, and it's an absolute honor to be here to lead a dynamic Toastmasters who are highly passionate on public relations. Public relations is something people believe that they write only on the newspapers or on social media. But public relations in general, it's a marketing term. You are the leader, you are the visionary. This is the way you need to position yourself. Your thoughts can amplify to higher heights. If a public relation is quite low, your name won't be heard. To all the wonderful public relations specialists here, I call them as the leaders, not specialists. Your job is to showcase our brand to the outside community. Maybe one flyer can be a turning point on bringing 10 members, where you need to bring in the right creativity in the right manner. But we need to follow some guidelines, then only we call the term consistency that should be in place. Today's session will cover most of the fundamentals which you need to take as a primary the marketing collaterals. The session will truly give you some good takeaways. Most of the elements will be known to you, but at the end, a refresher will also help in some other extent. without further ado, let me hand over this virtual podium to our MC so we can move ahead with the next proceedings. Over to you, Toastmaster here. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. Now, it's time to move from inspiration to action. Our first education session focuses on one of the most important responsibilities of every PR team: understanding and protecting the Toastmasters brand. Please welcome our facilitator, Toastmaster Deepak, for the session Introduction to the Toastmasters brand. Over to you, Toastmaster Deepak.
Thank you. So good morning once again, our marketing leaders. This session is purely touching the brand, which we believe that it has a life and that life has to continue and it's in our heart. So Toastmasters International, as we all know, it's more than 100-year-old brand. It has a legacy and it's our duty to maintain that legacy throughout the journey. Today's session will cover mainly understanding the brands and their sustainability, focusing more into Toastmasters brand, the guidelines, what we need to focus, and at the end, Q&A. Let's see about some brands which you are seeing on a daily basis. After seeing this visual, could you please let me know this is which brand?
MACD.
MACD.
Sure?
McDonald's?
Burger King.
Burger King.
Burger King.
Yes.
Okay. So,
The yellow color?
so majority of them told the right answer. This is McDonald's. This one, it's an outdoor hoarding you could have seen in Al-Khil Road. Can you identify the brand? Which is this?
Home Center.
Lat,
E&A.
and
And
Very good.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Very good. And I am more proud after hearing this because I specially work for this brand and this is E&. Any clue?
Samsung?
Samsung.
Samsung.
I think
Samsung.
I think we don't need, yeah, I think we don't need this session today because all are well versed with all the brands. So I think this session is going to be pointless, but I will take it forward. Exactly. So what we as a marketing specialist or marketing leaders, usually we notice is the brand, how they position the brand. The three examples which I had shown, they have a proposition. Let's say McDo, they position in a way with their logo and the color. Each brand have their own color. As we all know, E&, in the past, it was green. From green to red, the transition took a long time for the UAE residents to adapt with this. So now people directly know, after seeing the color and the images, they can directly resonate in a way that this is E&, only. Samsung is a global brand, we all know, but the way how they position themselves will make people to understand directly that it's from Samsung only. Like the same way, each brand position themselves in a proper way when it comes to UAE. As we all know, UAE is a country having more than 11 million population plus. So each brand do their proper homework to position themselves in a way. Brand Finance is an organization who conducts proper study on every year to understand how these brands are engaging with the people in UAE specifically. So they do in several ways. They do surveys, they do studies from the commercial ads they do. Also, they check from a PR perspective how their writings are making a positive impact or a negative impact also. As we all see now, it's the era of social media. There are a lot of social media tools, or we call it as social listening tools, which they can understand the sentiments. As we all know, if you are a customer, you go to a shop. If you don't like the way how that salesman in specific dealt with you, you may go and write on their social media page that I didn't like the way how the salesman in specific interacted with me, but without harming the brand name. Keep in mind that whenever in UAE, if you are complaining about a brand, don't go and complain in a public platform. This will backfire you only, not the brand at the end. So if you have any sort of concerns, please write one-to-one. That's the best way. So touching to the same point what I have mentioned, each brand have their own way of promoting themselves, and they also try to keep their brand equity space in a fair way. Awareness is one of the key metrics for every brand. The three questions which I had asked in the beginning, this is something which we can tell in a way that is purely from an awareness point of view, because you have seen these visuals many times. McDonald's, you might be seeing at least 20 times per day. If you are driving in a distance of 20 kilometers or 30 kilometers, you see multiple McDos. It's in your head. You can directly say that this is the brand. Why this happened? Because the brand put a lot of effort throughout these years to make the people feel that this is on the top of mind. So that's why each brand do their way. So there is a company named YouGov. They do purely market research. So I have shown one example here, like a brand, a legacy brand like Emirates, a UAE or a Dubai homegrown brand, how they are doing their exercise. So this is a report which we have extracted from the YouGov. It says that how Emirates is maintaining the top of mind awareness among the people in UAE. And we can see that there is a dip that happened during beginning of March, as we all know, due to the regional conflicts having. So it affected them on a negative sense also. And now it started picking up. That's why how the graphs were going high. This is a small example how brands closely watch their performance to make their space within the audience. Many of you spend at least 1 to 2 hours in YouTube, maybe on an educational purpose or even watching some entertainment content. You might have seen this kind of screen. Most of us will directly put the skip ad button, unless there will be very few people who listen to that. This is a part where brands used to build their part on counting how the awareness ratio is going up. This screen, I'm 100% sure that you would have seen one way or the other, but this is one of the way how they measure the brand equity part. Many brands are resilient and they are innovative. UAE is a country where we believe that innovation plays a big role, and UAE always brings things in the first place itself. So many brands are considered as valuable brands, and many brands have built a consolidation and an architecture during these years. Many brands which we believe that they are legacy brands, but they are doing their homework properly. That's why they are getting this space within the platform. I just told about the brands, how commercial brands do their work to make the awareness on top of mind within the audience. Now we'll move to our brand, which is Toastmasters brand. Our Toastmasters brand has a legacy. And whenever we are communicating something within Toastmasters, we always have to maintain a voice and tone checklist. This includes respectful, professional, friendly, and understandable tone. Always it has to be warm and very clear also. Without a clear message, nothing can be delivered. Logo is our primary identity. The same example we touched a while back. Logo, through this logo, people can understand that this is Toastmasters. And our logo is a proud one for all of us because it has a legacy. The positioning of the logo will help us to improve awareness for the people who are still on the outside cloud, and we need to bring them in. So if you are promoting any sort of communication from a club level or area level or even on division level, please ensure that the logo should be standout. Logo can be used in full color, grayscale, or even in the white, which is shown here. On multiple occasions, we need to use the word mark, especially on the logo. And we know the logo and many of the clubs are already using it. So I'm not going to emphasize that much, but this is the logo we need to use in the full color, or even we can use the black version and even on the white font with the blue background. Needless to mention, clubs and districts are not allowed to create bespoke logo, a theme, or a tagline. We need to follow the proper guidelines from Toastmasters. This is something we say that one rule applies for all. We recognize our members whenever they are achieving a milestone. It can be a level 1 achievement from a specific pathway or even a path completion also. We celebrate it in a big way. We know up to a fact that each club does this part sincerely to boost the enthusiasm of the members. But please ensure that you are using the right logo, which are showcased here, while you are profiling those members to the outside community. Some of you who are quite new to Toastmasters, maybe in the initial stage you think that we can do some sort of modifications on the logo. Maybe at that time you feel that it looks more glamorous, but forget that part. We always need to stick to the thumb rule, like what is the usual logo space, we need to stick on to that. But please don't put logo in perspective. Don't try to change the proportion. Don't try to include any sort of colors, or don't try to customize it as if it's my home club, let the logo has my club's name. No, club name you can put it separately, which is a mandatory one also, but logo should remain the same. Don't put colors. Don't try to put any color which you believe that this will suit in the background, and don't try to copy any other slogans that needs to be incorporated as well. In the old days, when I joined with Toastmasters, even in the first 1 month, I believed that we can use colors according to our wish. But it was not the right belief I had. Lately, when I went to the rule book, it was quite clear, and Toastmasters rule book is very clear for a layman to understand also. So we have two primary colors, or three primary colors, we can say mainly, which is the royal blue, which is the primary color, which we usually use in the backgrounds, and true maroon also. This is known to each one of you. I'm 100% sure about that. However, we focus on the secondary colors also, which is the cool gray. On many occasions, we use this as a primary based on your objective and the content what you are trying to promote. Sometimes you have an image to match with that. Maybe you use cool gray as your background. Happy yellow, as per the rule book, it's mentioned as an accent color, but depending upon the content or the images what you have, you can use this as a background also occasionally. Needless to mention, black and white can be also used when you are developing some sort of marketing materials. Gradient is something which many of us ask, like how you can make the flyer background more appealing. Gradients can be applied in multiple ways, depending upon the way how you want, from top to bottom or bottom to top, or even from left to right or right to left. The respective codes are mentioned. As we all use Canva, you can apply it according to the way you want. But please stick on to the basic guidelines. Don't go out from the color. This is what we need to say at the end. Same applies for cool gray as well. You can use this according to the way how you develop, but keep in mind that sometimes applying the gradient on the gray will give you different perspective, but ensure that it's truly visible to all. Fonts, when it comes to the primary interface, especially for headlines and subheads, Gotham is the approved ones, and as we all know, we mostly move to the Montserrat because this is the free one. So it always, that also gives the same appealing way how we do the Gotham. So you can use it in different ways, the way how it has to be ultra, black, bold, or medium. So depending upon the text you want to incorporate on that content, it looks more appealing the way how you alternate the fonts within this. When it comes to body copy, usually Myriad Pro and Source Sans 3 are the approved ones. We mostly follow Source Sans 3 due to the fact that it's the free font that's widely available. We just need to emphasize more here when it comes to images and photography. We promote our club on the flyers. We show the meeting photographs, we show our milestone meetings, we show some special achievements through our flyers. This is a kind of a marketing technique you can apply whenever you're rolling out the flyer, because this will reach out to a wider audience and they feel motivated to join the club. But please keep in mind that there are some restrictions when it comes to Toastmasters. Try to refrain from landscape, animals, children, food appliances, medicine, and architecture. This is mentioned on the brand guidelines part of the Toastmasters. It's not like something we have created, but we have seen on certain flyers, some clubs used to do the same due to have a proper narrative. We know up to a fact, but please stick on to the rule book. This will help us to have consistency throughout the communication. As we all know, UAE is a country having more than 200 nationalities, and now our district is fully within UAE only. All the Emirates are part of this district. And there is a strict social media rule when it comes to UAE also. So, and we usually put our members' picture on the flyer. But please ensure that as club leaders, especially VPPRs, please take a consent form from the members mentioning that their photographs might be published on the flyers. There can be one guest who visit your club, you took his photograph and might have published on one of the flyer without his consent. This can backfire. There are some instances, not in Toastmasters, but I know on some other organizations this happened. This QR code will give the full details of the, and a version of this is already saved on the description of our VPPR group. You can refer it from there. So these are the main part which we need to touch as a primary phase when it comes to Toastmasters brand. If you have any questions, you can put it on the chat from now. And at the end of the session, we will answer to all the questions. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
So this is so in the chat, right? I have put one poster that I made for the FIFA
Okay.
World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, our Toastmasters meeting number 518, and in that we have not followed the red, blue, yellow at the time. So I wanted to know whether this qualifies with the entire Toastmaster theme or not.
I cannot see this now. Can we see
Yeah,
this
I also
at the-
don't see.
Yeah.
Ma'am, it's in the chat actually.
It is in the chat,
Zoom
yeah.
chat.
You sent a direct message or?
No, let me
Uh,
check. Let me stop this.
Can you reshare it?
Yes, ma'am. My question was, you said in the background it should primarily be like a four colors: red, blue, yellow, and
Gray.
cool gray.
Hmm.
So is that compulsory, or can we put a backgrounds as well?
Okay, this is the flyer you have put, right?
Yes, sir.
Inner universe one. Okay, this is specifically a theme you are trying to create, but theme in a wise like your narrative is mainly from a FIFA perspective, and you have touched most of the colors, but please refrain from some odd colors where you have shown the team. I think it's the team's color. I cannot enlarge it properly. There are some comments which I would like to give. Maybe I can give you separately. There are rest of the things are okay, but there are some minor tweaks which you need to do.
Okay. But it's not
Yeah.
violating anything, right?
You
Yeah.
can say to us so that everyone will
Yeah,
be
we can all be aware of the feedback.
Okay. So basically, we talked about the colors in specific. So you as a person, when it comes to public relations specialist, you have followed that. But when it comes to the small icons that you have mentioned, it's not fully complying with the brand. If you go to the right side, the time and the date, that icon you have put, this is not fully brand compliant.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something one. And if you go to on the upper side, the theme also, which is okay. This is kind of a special thing which you can portray. But again, there are some things which you mentioned that the World Cup. This, I believe, it's not as per the usual fonts that we are recommending, which is when it comes to the header, we have a font, and when it comes to the subheadings, we have another font. This is not portraying to that.
So we have to stick with Gotham and the body text compulsorily.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, thank you, sir. Understood.
Yeah.
I had a question. This logo word mark, should it be used on all event flyers, posters, or
No, it's not a must. This is what we were telling based on the situation of the content what you're using. It's not a must. And try not to do it together also. If you're using a text
Okay.
one, preferably go with that.
so either the logo or the word
Yes,
mark?
yes, yes.
And what are the specific instances when the word mark is more appropriate for use? Any
Sorry?
specific cases? Any specific cases when the word mark should be used?
When you are publishing something more from a content aspect, go with that. If you have something more from a content perspective, when your flyer is mostly emphasizing, or if you have a document that's emphasizing more from an image perspective with minimal text, go with the standard logo.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Deepak, we do have a few questions on the chat. Do you want me to read that out and you can answer the questions, or?
Yeah, I can answer. We have 1 more minute, and after this we will move to the Canva, and at the end we can take all these questions. I can answer one more.
Toastmaster Deepak.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. This is Toastmaster Pushpa here from Millennium
Yeah.
Toastmasters Club.
Yes.
So earlier we were part of 105 district, right? So they had developed one toolkit for the VPPR.
Yes.
That was very handy and easy to for the new VPPR to
Yes.
create flyers and all. So
Yes.
can we have similar way some toolkit for the district 127, or we can follow the old one?
If you broke our suspense. We prepared one we were planning to give after this session. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay. Because
So
we
you
don't
answered
have
my question perfectly.
we don't have any sweets or food to give, so we thought let's give a VPPR kit. This is something we can start off with. Yeah.
Can we ask one more question?
Sure.
Firstly, thanks for this, Deepak. Do you have a view on what is the minimum size or font size that we should use on our posters, leaflets, and things like that?
Okay, I can answer to this once we start with the Canva session. There we will showcase you properly what's the minimal font you can use it, because we are
cool. Thank
moving
you.
to the Canva. Because if I say something from a practical perspective, this will give you much more insight.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, good morning, Toastmaster Deepak.
Yes.
One
good
more
morning, ma'am.
question. Yeah. How about the use of AI? You'll be covering it in the Canva session.
Today's session is purely fundamentals. We are covering the session truly from a layman perspective. Basically, this session is mainly helpful for the VPPRs who are just onboarded. They don't have that much perspective about Canva or how to create a quick flyer. This is the session we are covering. We are not going to touch AI that much today.
Yeah, one more question we can ask.
Sure.
Yeah, this is Krishnamurthy from Abu Dhabi Orators Club.
Hi.
Nice presentation, Deepak.
Thank
The question is like whether the verbal consent is fine to seek a guest permission for
No,
publishing photo.
whenever forget about Toastmasters. In any ecosystem, if you are taking a consent, that has to be written. Or you have you remember once we do the club contest, we usually take the video consent form.
Correct.
Yeah, it's almost like this itself. You need to take it. You can send a PDF version to them, let them sign it. That's also not a problem. But this is for our safer side because we don't know whether all the guests will join with the club. So if you're a member, you can make them understand this is the way we do. But if it's a guest and if by chance if we release some sort of flyer without their consent, it will affect the club's image as well as the Toastmasters image also. Yeah.
Yeah, one more thing to add to that. If a member, they're not willing to share their photos, so we should not force, right? For the flyer usage,
photos. If they cannot share, this means that they are hesitant to give. So make a proper understanding with them because I am also part of a club. We also face the similar one. So that person never want to be on any of the flyers.
Yeah.
So yeah, because again we all have to think in a way that not all people are the same. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hi Deepak. Just a follow up on that. Deepak, we also use a lot of these pictures which you click at the club, on social media, specifically WhatsApp actually. Is it an issue if we don't have the consent form when we are sharing it on WhatsApp?
This one, it's not the one what we talked, it's not mentioned properly on the rule book. If you say, we usually open up the subject during the time of contest, if you really notice. But nowadays we are in a country which is UAE where social media rules are highly strict. This is a solution or a bespoke option we are giving to our members. That's it. So better to be, if your members, let's say, I can say that average club members within Toastmasters club will be in the range of 20 to 30. I'm giving an example. So getting the consent of 20 to 30 members is not a big deal. So I recommend, from a personal point of view, take the consent.
Yes, fair. What about guests who come in and those pictures which go on WhatsApp specifically?
Yeah, guests also immediately on the meeting time, in my opinion, have at least X number of copies printed, the consent form, and make them signed.
All right, fine. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Toastmaster Deepak.
Hi, Toastmaster Deepak.
Yes.
Hello, can I talk?
Sorry.
Hello.
Hi.
Toastmaster Deepak. I have a question.
Yeah.
What about fonts that need to fit themes? Like, there are certain graffiti fonts and to give a feeling in the theme sections or in the background.
Come again, I'm not clear with the question.
Like, other than the FOI, like the, what do you say, Toastmasters normal themes for titles and date and times.
Yeah.
What if we can use the other themes for the background and everything?
You meant for the theme?
Yeah.
Okay, theme, it's according to your wish, no? But we mentioned some specific ones, which is like landscape, animals, that kind of stuff you don't need to bring in. This is the only restriction.
I mean, like in the background, say, about graffiti art.
Okay.
Yeah.
Graffiti.
So in the background, if we were to add a graffiti font,
okay,
then is it a problem?
Again, I'm telling you, from a public relation point of view, I recommend usually stick on to the basic guidelines. You can do it, but please ensure that this will be purely brand compliant. This is the answer I can give at this stage without seeing the flyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Master Deepak.
Yeah.
Vivek from Musafa Toastmasters, Division H. So I just created one flyer using the ChatGPT. So I just want to share that in front of everybody. Whether you can comment also that. Is that possible? Just 1 minute or below that.
Okay, quickly we need to move.
Okay.
Yes, Toastmaster Vivek.
Toastmaster Deepak, we had Toastmaster Shazam have his hand raised for a while. If we have time, we can take that question.
Okay, may I ask Shazam to hold on until the second session gets over? Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you Toastmasters for your patience. I believe you got some takeaways, not 100%. I'm sure many of the points were known to you, but it's always good to refresh once in a while in order to have a proper understanding, and you can be a better marketing person also. Over to you, Toastmaster here.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, for such an insightful session. Now that we have learned what makes a strong brand, let's discover how to create professional and engaging visual content. Joining us is a passionate Toastmaster and communication leader who has been an active member of Toastmasters for the past 6 years. Toastmaster Wenzel Fernandez has made significant contributions to District 127 through leadership, public relations, and member engagement. His Toastmaster journey includes as the District 127 Public Relations Manager in year 2024-2025, Area Director, and in several club executive committee roles. Professionally, his expertise in digital marketing and storytelling perfectly complements his Toastmaster journey, making him a strong advocate for effective communication, leadership, and lifelong learning. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Wenzel for the session Canva 101. Toastmaster Wenzel, over to you.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster here, and thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, the PRM of District 127, for the opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you.
Morning.
I hope everyone is doing well, and thank you so much for attending this session. So today I will tell you a story before I begin the practical session. Okay, 6 years ago, I joined my club called Arabian Dreams Toastmasters Club, and I was not aware as in why I was joining this club. Okay, everyone said it's a networking session. Definitely it was, but then something changed my life in this club, and to be honest, in the fraternity of Toastmasters, where I started liking the visual content that was floating around. I was walking because I was a job seeker, and then I was walking towards a lot of signboards, which actually excited me to know how do we do this. So at that point of time, it was 2020. Definitely everyone was speaking about Adobe Pro, and as you all know, Adobe Pro is something which is not easy to learn in a month, or sometimes even if you try to learn in a year, you may not master it. But then Toastmasters happened, and I took a role as VPPR, and my first flyer was through the PowerPoint, and it took me 6 to 7 hours to do that flyer. But later, at the same year, and I think Canva just came in. I think it was a couple of years ago that the Canva was launched. And then I started learning Canva. And ladies and gentlemen, today, after 6 years, I currently manage 20 plus brands in my company. I position their brands across UAE, Qatar, and even in Oman. Now, if you're asking me, is it going to be easy? Yes, it is going to be easy, considering that you spend your 15 minutes in a day on Canva. If you're really interested, or if you really want to master your PR skills. Okay, so your flyer has to be very minimalistic. Sometimes, I see a lot of flyers which are too cluttered, too information, too much of information. You don't really know where to focus on. Sometimes there's a theme of the day. Sometimes there's so much of information. We can sort it out in such a way that even with the minimal resources that we have with Canva, we can do a lot of things. Okay. Now, today's session is basically to go with fundamentals. So I am going to use Canva Basics, not Canva Pro. So as everyone knows, there is Canva Basics. There is also Canva Pro. Canva Pro is a paid version. Okay. So I will do a flyer and just a learning, and just to let you know that I am still a learner. Even today, some of my flyers get corrected more than 3-4 times. That's the minimum requirement of a designer who designs. And I think Deepak would know more than me because he also does a lot of designing work. So if as a PR, as a VP PR, if we do not get corrections, then we are actually not learning anything. Okay. So when you do a flyer, consider that as a new assignment. Think like a baby, or think like a small kid, that when you are doing something, it's a new concept for you. You have to use your ideas. Sometimes you get a theme of the day and you are just told to do the flyer. And I understand this because as a VP PR, you will get a message in the XCOM group or a call from your XCOM member saying that, oh yes, Master Wenzel, we have our next TMOD ready. The theme of the day is this. So what you are supposed to do is this. You're supposed to reach out to the TMOD of the day, okay, the Toastmaster of the day. Ask the Toastmaster of the day. I'm Toastmaster Deepak. Now let me say that Toastmaster Deepak is the Toastmaster of the day. So you have a conversation with him at least 5 to 10 minutes and understand what is his concept for the theme of the day, right? And based on that, he will. You can ask them, do you have anything in your mind, or do you have anything? So that is how you start your PR work. Okay. So then sit with him again, or sit with that TMOD. Understand what is required and what information is not required, because sometimes the TMOD of the day doesn't want to reveal all the information on the flyer. He wants to reveal the information only during the meeting, because that's the suspense that they want to keep it. That's why they do a lot of hard work. So then that's how your PR work works. Okay. Coordinating your work has to be with the VPM, because the VPM will start floating the flyers in their network, because the VPM is the one who is supposed to get the guest. That doesn't mean that other XCOMs don't have to get the guest. So even the other guests, you have to also share it to your VPE, because your VPE has to also release the agenda along with the flyer. So your role is a combination of 4 people, President, VP, VPM, and yourself. So let's get started with the flyer. So I hope everyone's Canva account is open with you all. So I'm just going to create a flyer. Okay, so let me share the screen from my side. And please confirm to me if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Everyone can see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear.
What do you see? What do you see on the screen?
What will you design today?
Correct. So Canva is so good that it will always ask you every day, hi Wenzel, or hi, will you design today? So today we are going to design a poster. So can someone tell me, when you design a poster, what should be your dimension? What is the type of poster that you're going to design? What kind of dimension?
A4.
A4. Okay, A4 is one. What's the second one?
1000.
1080p by 1080p.
Okay, that is called
Instagram post.
Instagram post. Okay. So basically, I am the one I prefer. And again, as I said, this is something that I would show you what to do it. That doesn't mean that you cannot choose any other dimensions. We are just going to show you the basics. There are very good designers. There are very good artists in our district. So definitely we will try to bring them on board for more sessions. So today we will design an A4 size flyer. So how do you design an A4 size flyer? Right? So we will go with the template, or how do you go? Can someone tell me how to do this if you are a Canva user?
Well, do we click on explore templates?
Okay. Exploring templates will go for the next option because that's something that I will show you later.
Create.
But create. Absolutely. You will create, right? So you will click create, right? So here you can write it as A4 size. Okay. Okay. There is A4 size portrait, fine. So now what do you see? Is the
A
A4
blank.
size?
Yeah, blank A4 size paper.
Yeah, you can see an A4 size paper. Okay. So let's say that the theme of the day, and I'm going to take the trending theme of the day, that is FIFA. Okay. Because finals are tomorrow. So let's design a FIFA flyer. Okay. Please understand that when we design a flyer, try to avoid any icons or logos or images that are copyrighted. Because I have worked in a trademark and copyright department, and I know how difficult it is to come out once someone files a copyright case against you. So try to use a very generic image. I understand that we want to do an amazing flyer all the time, but let's stick to some of the rules that we have with our limitations. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to try the elements. So please, let's design the flyer together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an element. Okay, let's go to the elements and I will go to shapes. Okay, can you see the shapes over here?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a square because we have this limitation. So these all shapes are allowed to be used. So we will try to do a flyer on this. Okay, so I've taken this color. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to place this. I'm going to take it up like this, and I will slightly tweak this like this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a base right now on the top. Okay. Forget about the colors later. Let us do the coloring part later. That is, let us follow the coloring part later. So this is the first base design. Why am I doing this? Can anyone tell me?
For the solid background for the logo and the club name.
That's right. Yeah, correct. Now, if someone is asking me, is this mandatory to be done? I would say no, but please understand that when you place a logo, your logo should have a breathing space and should not have anything on the background. Now, for example, if you see our, what you call the background that you're using for the virtual screen, there are things that we have done it, but it has got a very plain space. It has got a breathing space. You can actually focus on the logo. Okay. So now we are going to do this. Okay. Now, I will use the same thing again, and I'll bring the base down again. Okay, fine. Only with the square base, I will teach you how to do a flyer. Fine. So I'm going to put the below base again to show that we can do this much, and adjust it accordingly based on what you're going to do, because later we'll do a lot of adjustments. So what is next? What do you think we should do next?
Put on the logo and the Toastmaster or the Toastmaster club name.
Absolutely. Let's go with that. So now, before we do that, I am sorry. Okay. Before we do that, let us do the coloring of the Toastmasters, branding guidelines. So we will put as maroon. Now, as you understand, in the free version, we cannot put a brand kit because that is only accessible for the pro version. So what we will do here is we will select here, select the color, okay, the color template. If you see your branding guidelines, you will get all the color palette, coloring number over there. You just have to type that. Okay. Now, for example, I will put here as maroon. So maroon is 700D25. Okay. This is the maroon color. So below we will change a different color and we will do as burgundy blue, right? That is 003F5F. These are our two Toastmasters color. Fine. Okay. Now you need to upload a logo, right? So what do you do is we have Toastmaster brand guidelines here. Can you see the brand guidelines which is open on my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So on page 8, there is somewhere you can go and download these logos. I have already downloaded these logos. So you'll have to just click here. When you click over here, the logos will automatically get downloaded on your download screen. Fine. So what I'm going to do is I will go to uploads. I will go to my desktop. Okay. And I have created a folder called Toastmasters and I've got logos. Now I will choose this logo. There are three, there are multiple logos which have been given. So for this session, I will use this logo for now. Now take this screen. Okay. It looks big. So what we are going to do, we are going to adjust the logo and put it in the right place. As Toastmaster Deepak said, you only realize McDonald's because you have seen it, right? That's why we are going to create a brand right now of Toastmasters, right? And we are going to place it in the right place. So this is called breathing space. Why am I saying this is breathing space? Is because I have seen posters where people put the logos here, it doesn't look good. See, do you think it looks good here? It doesn't look good. Even if you're putting the logo down, it's fine. You can place it over here in a very decent place so that it looks very, very aesthetic when you release the flyer outside. So let me put the logo on the top. Okay. If you want to follow anything over here, see, it says here how to place a logo, right? See, clear space. You should have this minimum dimension or 72 pixels where, you'll have to just keep on, experimenting. Fine. Now we will put the name of the club. What do you think we should put the name of the club? I will put ABC Toastmasters Club because that club does not exist. So we will create a new club today in District 127. Okay.
That exists, ABCD.
ABCD does exist, but ABC doesn't exist now.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll put a brand color. Now what is the brand?
Let's add a T and create a poster for ABCD. Toastmaster Wenzel.
Okay.
Then we may need to charge you because we are giving a paid one. No?
Okay.
Yeah. Because you are taking your brand.
Okay. One of the best things in Canva, if you see, because I uploaded a logo here, okay, can you see here that the Canva has already picked up the logo colors? Can you see this?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we can see.
Right. So instead of, what you can do is you just click on this. Instead of coloring, you just click on this. The happy yellow is already there. And we will change the font. So let's keep the font as Montserrat. Okay. One second, just give me.
Toastmaster Wenzel, is the font specified in our branding guidelines?
Yes, it is. If you go on the top page, there's a table of content over here. So fonts, here fonts, there is Gotham Myriad Pro. So there is Gotham font. See, fonts are specified. There is Gotham font, there is Myriad Pro. Then you can also use a luxury script while you're congratulating someone. So these fonts are available on Canva. So let me use Gotham. I will type here Gotham and you can see that Gotham is there on the Canva free version. So I'm going to put it in the bold style. Okay. Later we can change if we want to tweak it. So I'll put it as ABC Toastmasters Club. ABC Toastmasters. Forget, we'll not put club, we'll put Toastmasters. Okay. And then we will pull this. And we will align this to left side. Fine. Now on the below, you don't have to do the same what you call the font size. Go back to Gotham if you want, make it as a regular and change it to 20 or 25, or you can even keep it to 15. Make sure that whenever you do the font size, keep it to a readable size where when someone sees your flyer, no, he should be able to read. So we will keep club number, let's take club number 1, 2, 3. Okay. And area we will keep 1. And we will keep division, or we will write division in short format. This is however you want to keep it. If you want to write division, you can write division. Sometimes even in district, we don't have to write district. We can write DIST, district. It is known because it has been floated under us. So I will write division A, and I will change this to regular. Can you all see this? Then we will do a bit of line spacing. Okay. Do not touch the line spacing. So, keep this as minimal. Fine. Now tell me one thing, is this readable? Perfect. Nice. Now let's do one thing. We will try to just place this logo and the font in the right way so that, they are at the right place. So this is fine. We can work on this. Fine. Now let's go to the picture image. Now tell me one thing, when, as I said, the theme of the day is goal. What comes in your mind when the theme of the day is goal?
A stadium.
Goalpost.
Goalpost, stadium.
Football.
Football. Correct. So various
Objective
options.
oriented.
Correct. Objective oriented. So when you say something about it, when the best thing to do here is, we all use AI, right? Okay. I'll tell you what can be used AI when we do a flyer. Sometimes when you get a theme of the day, we have no idea what we do it and we try to search on Google. So the best way to use AI is you can ask an AI, I have been given this theme. Can you tell me what are the images I can use? But do not generate an image. Okay. ChatGPT will give you some information saying that what kind of images will go on the flyer. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and find images. So there is something called photo. If you see on this, there is something called photo. So I've actually been doing this flyer yesterday. So I just want to show you what and all we can do. Okay. So here I will write football. So you can see goal, right? Everything is there over here. There's an image. There is something called this thing here and all those things. But sometimes remember this, you can't use these images, right? Even if you use these images, it will give you a watermark. Can you see this? Canva, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use something called Easy Image, which has got no watermark. Earlier, we had an option to just select the free version only, but unfortunately, Canva has done a lot of changes in the last 2 years that, they have removed the easy access. So for the ones who are doing free versions, you will have to do a little bit of hard work to find some good images. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this image. Okay. And what I'm going to do is that there is something called layers. I will send it back. When I do that, the image has gone behind these elements. Can you see this? It will not come above the elements. So I'm going to start pulling the elements. So that I will keep a bit of space over here to write the theme of the day, because I do not want to write the theme of the day over here on the below. I want to keep this specific information to write the TMOD, the Toastmaster of the Day information, and the venue details and RSVP details and something information that you want to put it across. So what we will do here again is that I will align this image. Okay. And if you don't like this image, you are free to go and change this image anytime. I mean, you can even use this image if you want, or you can use a stadium image because there was a stadium image which is empty. You can do that. But I want to just write a theme as called goal. So I'm going to put it as football, someone who's kicking the football. Okay. This is one of the specialized meeting. Okay. We will consider that if someone wins this, we will give them a football. So this is a theme of the day. Fine. Now, before we do anything else, what do you think is missing in this right now? On this flyer?
Toastmaster of the day, the theme.
Correct.
Then you the timing.
Speaker's name is
absolutely. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to again go to the text. In the text, there is something called default text size. This is what we will use it for theme. Okay, because it has got a bigger version. I will again go back to Gotham. Okay, you can change any font, but please comply to the Toastmasters font. As I said, when you change any font, doesn't mean that you will use any font. You can use Montserrat, you can Open Sans, you can use Myriad Pro if that is available, or else you will have to upload the font. That is, again, you can only upload the font or the brand of Toastmasters on the Canva only if it's a paid version. Now, this is what we will call goal. We will write the theme as called goal. And we'll just use some 3 lines. Now, this cannot be the bigger version, so we will make it still big. Can you see this? Goal. Now, I do not want to put all the flyers as yellow flyer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one more color called white, so that we align with the image. Okay, we can do it as goal. Then we will put it as our Toastmaster of the day. So let's say Wenzel Fernandez, Toastmaster Wenzel Fernandez is the Toastmaster of the day. We will use something called shapes. Okay, and that is circle frame. You can go to the frames. There is something called frames on this, browse categories. Okay. Right now it's not there, so let me go as circle, or you can write it as round. So when you write circle, you have got a lot of frames over here. See, can you see the frames? So you will take either this frame or use the normal frame. We can change this to white. And we will keep it here. Then we will use my photograph. Obviously, I am the Toastmaster of the day. So I will put my photograph here. Now, remember everyone, this is a very important point that I want to say over here, not to pinpoint anyone's mistake over here. I have seen flyers wherein they just place their images without positioning. Positioning an image, a person's image on the flyer makes a lot of difference. If a person is standing like this, and if you're putting a picture like this, trust me, you will not be able to even understand what, who's the speaker. So what you would have to do is position the image. Just so what you do is double click, pull the image. Okay. You might think it's getting blurred, but actually it is not. It is just pulling the image out, and see here. Can you see the difference now? How the image looks? The entire focus is on the speaker. Now, because I'm keeping an image, what you can do is there's an option called flip. You just flip the option. You have to just mirror the image. You don't have to flip it anywhere. Just click on it, flip the image. You will see that image correctly. Can you now see my image correctly? Right. Then what we will do again is, okay, we are going to do subheading, right? What is subheading? Subheading
sorry, can
is...
you just flip it again?
Again what?
The image flipping one. Yeah, even I want to know.
Okay, so I'll go again. Thank you. I really love this audience. You know why? I like the fact that everyone is at least asking questions how to do it again. That's what I love, because learning is something that, brings that passion in you. So thank you so much. I'll do it again. So as I said, if you want to put an image, we go to elements. I'll put it as circle. You can put it as square if you want. just, mix and match how you want to do it. Go to frames. This time I'm going to take a normal frame. Okay, I'm going to put it over here and I'm going to fix it. Then we will change however we want. Okay. So now for those who want to see the flipping image, here is the magic.
Yeah, it was like a magic.
Right. This is my image. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to resize the image, basically to position myself on the image. And this is how it is. So on the top here, if you all can see, there is something called flip option. Click here, flip horizontal. It just turned. This option is there even for the free versions. My account right now is a free version. That's why I'm able to do only the minimalistic what I have. Okay. So this is how you flip the image. Fine. Now let's go. Let's do the TMOD of the day. I will write it as TMOD. Can I take questions later, please? Thank you. So I can put it over here, TMOD. Okay. Again, we'll put a sans pro. So again, we'll go for the fonts if you want. So sans. So you can use these options if you want. That option is not there. Okay, good. So sans we have. We have source sans 3. Correct. We have it here. Right. Let's do that. Right. Now, why am I putting over here? And I will just write my name. Okay, Wenzel Fernandez. Right, and we will put this up again. $32. So try to keep this 25. So I'll also keep it to 25 here. Or maybe you can just put bigger versions. Now, this may not look appealing. Okay. So for that, we have something called, effects, which we can use considering you don't change the font. Okay. So go to effects. There is something called shape, curve shape. Try to do this curve. So it will fit on the circle. So you have kept it to 70. Try to keep it here also as 70. Okay.
You can drag a center in that case.
Yeah, we can do that. So let me keep it to 70 here. Let's do this. So, you have to just match it in somehow, or let's say we'll make it a bit so that, yeah. This is one option. You can make other ways also. You can write below who's a TMOD. Okay, that also you can do. But I'm just telling you what are the options since we have a lot of limitations in the Canva free tool. That's the reason why we are trying to have different options. Okay. Now what we will do is we will pull one more line and we want someone to RSVP. Okay. Clear it off. So since I've used this option here, I'm going to pull this down and click on it. So one place down to do the footer. You need a footer, right? When you release the flyer, you need someone to RSVP. At least keep that minimal information. Your social handles, you can put it across over there and anything. But let's continue doing the flyer. Now, again, I'm going to use again the same one. I'm going to make it here. Now, you might be trying to see this flyer may not look appealing. Let's try to do something with whatever resources we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it down again here. And I'm going to change this color to yellow. So what will happen? There's going to be a line, right? You'll have to just do a bit of, working on this. Yeah. this one, and I'll copy the same line and I'll try to bring this down. Now, I do not want to touch this, my part of work that I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to click on this and I'm going to bring the layer in front. So I'll bring it front. So now the goal is up. Or else, if you don't want the goal to be touching it, just make a bit smaller font and just keep it like this. Okay. Or on the side. But for me, right now on this flyer, probably I would like to keep it as in between. Something like this. Right. Let's go now to what do we have to have? The venue, right? Venue details and all this things. So here we go again. We'll do the information. Let's go with source sans 3 again. I will write the timing as today. Okay. So some people, sometimes not everyone knows that July 18th is Saturday. Sometimes they think July 18th is Sunday. So let's write Saturday, July 8th. And let's tweak this. Okay. And probably right over here. Timing. Just do the spacing if you want. Okay. And copy this again. Now, next thing what we will write is the location. So I will write location as Barjuman Mall or any venue for a fact. For me, Barjuman Mall is something which is easy in my head. So I'll write Barjuman Mall. Okay. And Dubai, UAE. Fine. Now, just to make this a bit appealing, what we can do is we'll go to elements and we can write it as venue icon. Can you see this? There are all paid versions, but there's also a free version. You can either use this. Okay, so I'm going to bring the venue down here. So I'll match this color to white. Okay. Then I'm going to write it as calendar and time. So there are many free versions. So I would only pick up one. When we mirror, okay, this is a paid version. So let's do with this one. We'll go with this one. Let's see. See, there is also one thing, the fun thing in Canva is when you select some elements or an image, there is a magic recommendation. It will give you similar icons or similar images when you do a lot of search. And the magic recommendation, the best part of magic recommendation on Canva is that whatever is the free source, it will give you. See, these are all free source. You don't have to pay for all this, right? So you can use it anyhow you want. So we will adjust it. Yeah. Now, there's one more thing about this Canva is specialities. For example, let's say that if you feel that it is not aligned, okay, I'm just going to make like this. It is not aligned. You just click on this, both the content. Okay, go to position, and there is something called align element. You just click on it as left. Sorry, you just click it on it as right. Can you see that it got aligned correctly, right, on the same position? Okay. So you can do that.
Can you just show that again where you clicked?
Yes. So let's say I will post something here. I have done something here. Okay. And I'm not able to, some of us just pull this information and try to do like this. So the simple way is if you want your information here, okay, put this here, click on this thing, click shift button, position, right. Or you can even bring
where
it
to find the position? Where it is actually position?
On the top.
Get it.
Wait, I'll show you. Okay.
Yeah, please.
So I'll just do it again for you. Okay. Okay. Can you see my cursor here right now? Where you saw flip, right? The flip option was there. Can you see on the top? If you're on the desktop, you can see this on the top. Okay.
Yeah.
So click.
I can see.
Click here. Position it. Can you see
Okay.
Can you see the position?
Yeah, got it.
And then put it right.
So we have to drag it right, or is the right option showing somewhere? We have to drag it right.
No, it is there. option is available. I'll just go back again for you.
So that means to say, like, wherever you want it to be positioned, you have to put the cursor. Then
Yes. Yeah, you will have to say, yeah,
follow.
correct. If you want two different elements to be aligned at the same line, let's say on the right hand side, then you'll have to select those two and position it on the right. It's just one click. Simple. Okay. And then obviously RSVP details. I will just copy that RSVP TM. Okay. TM. You write Wenzel Fernandez. I'm just writing my name, guys. So I don't want anyone to later complain saying that you have written my name without permission. So I'm going to write my name. So please excuse me for that. So you can put RSVP anywhere, either on down. So see, as I said, this is a way to do a flyer. Okay, this is not the final flyer. You can do a lot of tweaks. The entire goal of today was to showcase with the free versions how to do a flyer. Now, this is the minimal information what is required on the flyer. Even your social handles, if you want to put it. Some clubs don't have social handles. So I would recommend you to please create social handles, because social handles is one of the tools that you will reach towards many people. To a lot of non-Toastmasters. There are so many people who want to learn public speaking. I have been to a networking club where one of the senior person working for a company has come to me personally, said, I need a trainer who can train me how you speak, the confidence level that you have. There are a lot of people who want to learn. It's just that we have to do something with our public relations skills. And do it. In the future, we will do a lot of sessions like this. But today, as I said, the goal was to do the fundamental basics. We will give you the PR kit by the end of the day, or it is ready. Just that we want to give, we want to just have a look at it once again with the PRM. Once the PRM says okay, then either the PRM or I will personally release the details by the end of the day. I am open for questions. Please keep the questions related to Canva right now, because this was very fundamental. If there is anything that I can be of help, I would love to help you. One-on-one sessions. Probably we can do more sessions on how to use multiple tools, and some of the tools that we have used to reach to a level wherein even the Toastmaster fraternity has come back and told us, good job. That has happened with us. So we will help you in trying to understand. And if in case you have multiple tools or multiple ideas or any ideas that you want us to implement, please reach out to the public relations team. We will be happy to implement it. I'm open for questions right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wenzel. Yeah, we are open for the Q&A session.
Yes, please.
From the chat, Toastmaster Anuradha asks, are there any rules for the background images that can be used?
See, background images, as I said, you can use it based on the theme base. For example, some of the, as I said, it's a football fever right now, FIFA fever. So theme will be football. You cannot use a public speaking image. So there is an exemption. Toastmaster Deepak, if you would like to comment on this.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's purely a situational call, and it has to resonate in the same way. But always look into the brand kit, where the Toastmaster International itself mentions some assumptions. So those should be avoided, like animals, food, that kind of stuff needs to be avoided.
Okay.
So again, you are trying to bring in your creativity. That's always encouraged. Then only you will grow, and the club will be showcased in a way. But refrain from the elements that were mentioned. That's it.
What if the theme is food?
I was expecting that this question will come. Yeah.
Okay, so this is debatable. If the theme is food, see, again, as I said, the TMI guideline says avoid food topic, but let's say that the theme of the meeting is biryani. Then we will have to take a permission based on whether we can use it or not. I would suggest that if you think that that image only has to be used, then it's better that you take a permission from the TMI branding team. Not from us. There is a special team called, there's an email ID which is there, you can write it saying that your situation, you have to explain your situation, saying that the topic of the day is this based on this thing. And if the TMI says go ahead, then we have no problem. So as I said, it is debatable, and there is no way that we can't say that don't use it because TMI has said it. But if you really want that to be used, yes, you can go ahead and ask anything. I would like to answer the question of Mr. I forgot, Toastmaster. He said, why do we flip the question? Okay, Ravi Pereira. So why do we flip the image? It's not that we have to flip the image. I only flip the image because the way I positioned my photograph was on the other side. It is not mandatory to flip the image. It's just that to show it in a very nice way. If you're asking me that do we have to flip the image or is it mandatory? No, based on the creativity, we basically flip the image just to align to the right situation. It's not mandatory that you have to flip the image. It's just that we have that tool to use it. That's why we just kind of use it to make it in the right way. Yeah, Toastmaster Nath, I think she raised her hand. So there are many questions. We will try to answer as much as we can. But if in case we are not able to answer you, but we will get back to you.
I believe maybe the Zoom master or the Surgeon Terms can read out the questions in the chat. That's the best way to start off with, rather than we.
Hi, Toastmaster Chancel.
Yes. I saw the question. Our question is for the food theme, can we use the utensils image? I really don't know about that. I've never used an utensils image. But Toastmaster Deepak, if you want to, I don't know, comment on this.
I think we are sticking on to the rule book what TMI had mentioned, because we being in this position, it's for us, we can refer to the rule book. But again, if there is an email ID, if you go to the website or also in the brand kit, you can raise a question there. But keep in mind that don't send the query 2 days before your meeting. So at least start 14 days before. So you will be on the safer side, because the time zone and the turnaround time will be different. Yeah.
Correct.
Someone is also asking about, can we also have a demo session to make photos posting in Canva?
We will look into this. Now we have rolled out a feedback form. And one of the question is about your favorite session in the coming days. We will take a collective poll and we will come back to you. Because at the end, moving forward, we are not going to take a solo decision. It will be a collective one. That's why we rolled out this feedback form to see a majority.
Okay, I see a question. They said, is there a minimum and maximum font size? And if we have paid version for Canva, can we use other fonts? If you have a paid version, doesn't mean that you can use other fonts, but Myriad Pro is not there on free version. You can upload that font. That font can be used. Fonts which is approved by Toastmasters and which is not there on Canva, you can actually upload that font on Canva and you can use it. Yes. Minimum and maximum font size, not really. You have to adjust your font size according to the flyer you do. So the flyer which I did was an A4 size flyer. So there was a lot of space to do the image play around, font play around, and the things. Sometimes we do Instagram flyer, and in Instagram flyer, please understand that there is a space constraint. So it is up to you how do you place that font. So there is nothing called minimum and maximum font size. But I would always suggest that give a space for two things. One is the theme of the day, and one is to the speaker. That is the TMOD, because TMOD is the main highlight. He's the master of ceremony of that event. Because for me, what every meeting is like an event, right? So the TMOD of the day puts a lot of time and efforts on, preparing a lot of things. Sometimes he does games, or he or she does games, education information, trivia work, or something. So I would request one is to the TMOD and the theme of the day. So I hope I've answered that question. If not, please let me know, or else if Toastmaster Deepak can answer.
TM Zahida here with you. I'm
Yes,
the
Toastmaster.
president with the Emrys Orators. And I would like to know, are you planning to conduct your next session on Canva with AI? Anything like that?
We can. I will have to have a conversation with our team. I've not used Canva AI more from my side because I use a Canva Pro version, and I use multiple tools. But if there is someone who is using Canva AI, definitely we can bring them on board for you. Definitely.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
We will look into this. We will look into
I
this.
have a
That's
similar
why
question. Can we have a social media handle session?
Social media handle session in terms of
For all Meta, like Facebook, Instagram, and so on.
Okay.
In our, because in our club, what has happened for the past 2 years, it has been blank and the access has been lost. So
Okay.
either we have to start over a new account.
Okay. So you're asking from scratch in this case.
Yes.
Okay. Fine.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Once again, thank you very much for this wonderful session. I've been attempting to be an effective BPPR. So I would like to ask, some terminologies which is not familiar to me. When you say social handles, what do you exactly mean for that? I'm sorry for my ignorance.
Okay. So let's say you are hearing about Facebook, you are hearing about Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp. So these are collectively called as social media, right? So your page, let's say you are from, like Toastmaster mentioned, ABC Club. So your Toastmaster page will be ABC Toastmasters, I'm assuming. So if somebody asks you, like, I want to join your Facebook page, what you will do? You will send the link, right?
Right.
Okay. So what's your social handle? Facebook page of ABC.
Or Instagram,
Yeah.
or thank you very much for that. Thank you.
TM Afnan is asking, can we use AI generated images for background?
Situational call, right? The Toastmaster Wednesday.
Yeah. It is a situational. See, you don't have to use AI background, okay, unless and until you're not able to find the specific background. I would still say, don't go to AI for everything. The first option is not AI. AI is a tool to just help you if you're not able to find anything. Okay, everyone says that AI is a very helpful tool. Definitely, AI is a helpful tool. But if you rely on AI everything, then your creativity will go, your thinking will go. The reason why we have these tools is that you have to just keep on creating different concepts. Sometimes I myself sit on a flyer. I've done 10 different flyers to do one good flyer. So, it's just passion. You'll have to do some research. There is, if you're doing Canva paid version, there are multiple photographs. Even if you don't want to do it, then go to AI if you want to go to AI, but create a background that can be used. But don't use AI flyer to circulate, because that is not your creativity. Your creativity is when you create something. We are here to learn. Even today's, when I did an image on the flyer, that is not the right image that I want to use. but it was a theme of the day. I just kept it as a situational theme. I said goal. So when you have a goal, I could have used goalpost, but yes, I use a different image. As I said, that may not be the right image as well.
ना वो पढ़े लिखे भी उनमें फर्क पिंदो ना आज माँ भी इंजन सुबह का वेट अरे पढ़े लिखे भी उनमें फर्क पिंदो ना गट पढ़े
Zoom
ले
Master, can you mute the conversation, please?
Right. Yeah.
Hi, TM Wensil.
Yes.
So now I shared one AI created image that I want to circle for marketing purpose for a new club. So earlier I tried to share that one, but I could not. So for me, time is important because lot of involvement, engagement are there. So I could not get enough time to go to Canva and create. So creativity, more than creativity, I'm giving importance to my time. So I use ChatGPT. That's why I created and I marketed already. And more images I want to create through AI. Because I need members, I need to market in different groups in Abu Dhabi. So here I'm using that AI for the saving of time. So I already shared one AI created image. Can you just look at that one?
Right. So one thing that I'm looking at the flyer is that your yellow color, it is not matching the TMI guidelines. But if you really want to tweak this flyer, I don't know. I would take this flyer to Canva Magic Layers. There is a tool called Magic Layers where you can actually edit the flyer that you have created. I use that that tool a lot in Canva. Sometimes some of the things are not there. However, if you're asking me if this is an brand compliant, it is not completely brand compliant. Toastmaster Deepak, if you want to add to it, because this is an AI flyer, so
yes. The thing is that we all have to understand the fact that people are learning AI, or at least most of them have a sort of top line idea that anything can be done with AI. But keeping in mind that many flyers now are highly visible from the first view itself, that it's 100% AI generated. So touching to the point which our Canva trainer in specific, Toastmaster Wenzel, mentioned, try to refrain from Canva at this stage, bring in your creativity. AI consider as an enabler, don't like something like a full-on supporter in this case. So take some references, get some ideas, but don't implement fully using AI. This is what I can say at this moment, because AI flyers, what we see usually is that the breathing space is very less. Let's say most of the content are crowded. I'm not talking this flyer in specific, generally. The thing is that AI gives a lot of content, and those contents are trying to be incorporated within the flyer. The flyer has to have some sort of space in the way that the look and feel will be really good. This is what I can say at this stage. It's not like we are against the AI, we are supporting AI, but your creativity also shouldn't die. This is what I want to say here.
Okay, TM Wenzel and TM Deepak. Thank you.
TM Arfara is asking that where can he find the meeting recording?
Now the meeting will end. After that, there is a time for Zoom to end the full recording, because there is a time it has to move to the cloud. Once this is moved to the cloud, we will look into this. We need to do some sort of edits. After that, our team will move this to YouTube. So give us at least in 3-4 days, we will do the needful.
We have a few questions on the chat as well. Both from
we are running out of time. We can take maximum 2 questions and move on. If anybody have any questions, you can find our numbers on the VPPR group. We have put our name tag also there. You can send us one-on-one questions if needed. Yes. Toastmasters Pradeep, can you list down the questions, please?
Toastmaster Prachi asks, what's the role of AI in flyer creation and how much should we use it? I think that was...
I believe we answered to most of this through multiple questions. And again, we are sticking on to the same thing itself, try to bring in your creativity.
No, I'm just reading through the questions. Is there any new change in the brand manual? Toastmaster Varun. No.
For now, no. I actually went through the brand manual. There's no change. But what we are trying to do is, since the AI topic is actually going on around places, so there's a query that Toastmaster Deepak has written to the TMI headquarters for the branding team. Okay. Once we get the ground rules, probably on what AI can be used, how much of AI can be used, or whether we can or whether we cannot, that is only when we will roll out. That is the reason we are not giving you a definite answer saying that, okay, don't use it or use it or how much we use it. Because see, once we get a brand guideline from the headquarters, only when we can come back and tell you, yes, look, we have received guidance, we will use it. We can float around. So as I said, for AI, the questions for AI, we can take the questions, but we cannot give you a definite answer. The reason being because we are waiting for the response from the TMI itself.
Toastmaster Shazam had his hand up and he's put up his question on the chat. So he says, I would like to ask, when we prepare flyers for birthdays and festival celebrations, what is the compliance that we have to follow?
Okay, for birthdays and the congratulatory posters or the celebration posters, there is a font that can be used called Luxury Script. That is available on Canva. Luxury Script. Okay, you can go through the brand manuals. I had circulated the brand manuals. I will again circulate the PR kit along with the brand manual in it today. Go through the brand manuals, take down the fonts. One of the fonts is Luxury Script. When you write congratulations, you can use that as a font there. Coloring, yes, you'll have to keep it as Toastmasters branding only. But again, as I said, have your creativity. See, do not limit your creativity because of the coloring. Go through the templates. There are 1,000 templates. So if you're having a Canva Pro account, there are 1,000 templates. Let's say that you don't have multiple templates to choose. Go to ChatGPT, write to ChatGPT, can you please create a template for me? But you don't have to copy that template. Try to recreate that template on Canva with whatever resources you have. As I said, then try to work on it, and fonts you can adjust as how you want. But please, our only request is, because Toastmaster is a brand, okay, how you respect, let's say that you have a brand, a company of your branding that you want people to respect your branding. Let us also respect the branding of Toastmasters, because they have given us all the resources that they can. With the limitations, I understand that there are a lot of limitations, but even with that limitations, in the past, we have done a lot of branding. Right now, we are getting many tools. So we will try to see what and all tools we can introduce to make your life easy. Over to you, Toastmasters.
There's one more last question. Regarding the promotion of club, all right, is it possible that we can create a club logo, but with the Toastmaster logo inside of it? No, not possible.
Club logos are not allowed. Yeah.
You had the same question 4 years ago. Okay. I restarted the PR.
I just have some enthusiastic club member, and the design is very nice, related to really our name, and we cannot just publish it without asking the question again.
Yeah. So I also had the same question, and I also wanted to create a logo for my club, and I did ask, and then I got a response of clubs cannot create, even the areas or divisions, no one can create. logos.
Only exception, I think, only for a district, even like DTAC, we can do something. This is the only exception.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the only exception we get.
Yeah,
Just
one
for
more.
my last question from my side, we have created a group for the divisions, which have created without logo. So we are using for Toastmasters purpose, but Toastmasters logo is not that in that logo. Because without that, there is a logo we created and we put for our group. So if
No,
there
you
is
can
no
do a-
Toastmasters logo, can we go ahead with the Toastmaster purpose?
Group of what? WhatsApp?
Yeah, WhatsApp group.
Okay. WhatsApp group.
We created a logo, but in that Toastmasters logo is not that in there. But we are using for Toastmaster purpose only.
You can use Toastmaster logo to upload as a DP, no?
Sorry.
This is something you I can correlate with like a profile picture. This is what I can say. What you're talking about.
Yeah, profile picture like that division. For division, we created a group. In that, Toastmasters logo is not there, but division logo is there.
Division logo. Division has a logo.
Division created a logo for the group purpose.
Group purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're publicizing, the answer is very simple. If you are using a group which you are publicizing to the outside community, stick on to Toastmasters logo. If it's within a micro group having your XCOM or anything, it's according to your wish. This is the answer I can give. But if your group is being visible to the outside community, stick on to Toastmaster logo. Very simple.
No, okay, that's correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
excuse me. I want to ask something. Maybe is a stranger, but I will tell you by experience about the people non-Toastmaster when I tell them about the logo Toastmaster. Because I want to understand what the meaning. You know, we are a Toastmaster. We used to see the blue and the names, but when I see non-Toastmaster and tell them this is logo, they said it's something useful. What is it? In Middle East, most of the people can, the word of toast is something. It's for me and what I see in front of the people, it's not good meaning. It takes time to tell them what the meaning. So for me, when I tell everyone I'm focused about one non-Toastmaster. We have to make editing for a small video to tell them what the meaning is the word, what is the logo, what the color. It's something like we used to for the first time, because it takes time, because I have 2 minutes or 5 minutes to see the person and to contact with him, and after and let him, if he take the decision to contact with me, give me his number or take his number. So please tell us about these things. For me, like the first time, like VBBR, and I know a lot about marketing before or campaign or something, but this is the first time about this brand, about this is service for Toastmaster. So if you help, if you have any ideas, if you have any experience, please tell me. Maybe I will learn and I use your experience with something good about what I interested for them, the non-Toastmaster in Arabic and non-Arabic speaker. Thank you.
Okay, we will look into this. So this is a different subject, or this question is beyond our scope of the training, what happened today. So we will look into this. We can take one more question and we need to wind up the session as we are exceeding.
Krishnamurthy, I have a question.
Yeah.
This branding kit you said, no, you will be sending by email that kit. How you will send to the VPPRs?
We will put it on the VPPR group. Also,
which group? How? Because I am new, so I'm not aware.
Okay.
Is there a group?
We have cascaded the VPPR WhatsApp group. to all the division directors, and division directors would have sent it to area directors, and this would have reached to the club. So as of now, the group has a quite decent amount of members. So you just need to reconfirm whether you are part of that group or not. So
No,
we have
I'm
a
not,
group. We
so
have
far.
we have a group named D127 VPPR forum.
Okay, so how to join that group? Whom I have to approach?
Okay, can you send me a message? Check the chat, please. Send me a message to this group.
Or maybe the joining link, you can put it in the chat here, Toastmaster Deepak.
Yeah,
The WhatsApp
now,
link.
honestly speaking, now we are finding some challenges as the link is going too far than what we expect. So we are getting a lot of spam. So now we are closely looking into the numbers. So that's what I want to say. So this is my number. Whoever in this meeting room who's not part of the group, please send me a message. I will add you directly.
Okay. One more thing, the branding kit, you said, no, that in the same group you can send it?
In the group,
branding
brand kit
manual,
is already, brand kit is already incorporated on the description of the group. You can find it there.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Deepak.
We have Toastmaster Raminder with his hand up as well.
Good afternoon. If you can allow me, because I know the time is over, but it's a very important one which I want to discuss since I am 14 years in Toastmaster, and I have seen after so much education or exchanging the information, still posters are getting not compliance with the branding. What action we can take on this regard? I think Wenzel know one or two times I poke him what is going on. But can we have something monitoring or body to see that posters are compliant?
Okay, I can answer a part of that question. Either we put a military rule here saying that you have to follow this and take it down. But we don't want to do that because first thing is we want to make sure that we try to educate them in the right way. Okay. Let's say that they try to learn, and then if nothing happens, then we will have to, bring in some rules and regulations in between. Currently, we have branding guidelines, and I see a lot of posters. Definitely, I got a lot of queries also saying that why is it this way? We are actually drafting a ground rules for everything. Social media, WhatsApp, what can be done, what cannot be done. Okay. As I said, we don't want to bring the military rule right now. It is not something that we want to do it, but yeah, we will do a one-on-one conversation with them saying that, look, this is not the branding thing. Probably you can tweak it. That's one thing that I can follow. But Toastmaster Deepak, if you can answer that, the second part of it, if you really want to do it.
Can you emphasize a bit more? The thing is that I am not in a position to answer fully.
I do agree, Wenzel, what you are telling. I do agree. Military rule cannot be implemented, and nobody can follow because since we are in non-profit organization and we are volunteers, right? My point is to appoint a body or create a team so that they can guide them whenever there is something. We should see it. We should guide them or we should inform them. It is not that I am telling, okay, if they will not do it, let them not do it. But my point is still, I have shared one poster where they have created the logo of club. Yeah, but see, even after telling, then we should tell them or to the president or to the area director, let them have a conversation and all that. That's what my point is, to have a monitoring body. They should inform them. That's all. I'm not telling to implement that there should be a fine system or you can give a ticket to them. Okay, you are not compliant and you will get a ticket of 100 dirham or 200 dirham. But my point only is to monitoring the thing, and that I think can be have a committee or something which can take care of this. Since we are as your full I am seeing PR team is doing such a wonderful job explaining it. I mean, from the scratch. If somebody want to start from the scratch also, a poster he can make with today's your presentation. If you recording will be shared, anybody can do it. But since also there are some people which are mental.
Correct. So I think we will have a what you call a meet with the PRM. I think we'll bring in something right now because it's just the beginning. It's just 18 days now. We will do by the end of the month. You will see a lot of changes that's going to happen. Please give us some time. DTM Ranveer, sorry, Rabinder, thank you so much for bringing this up.
Yes.
And I also had this thing in my mind. So
This
let us.
this was a needed question actually, and now we are moving in a fast era, but there has to be kind of regulation. And we as a PR team also, we discussed this on multiple occasions, but we didn't take like a strong call on anything because it's not easy to put something all of a sudden, but we need to regulate it. This is what I can say.
Toastmaster Deepak, I have a comment regarding few minutes before one of the Toastmasters asked regarding the what is Toast to when we are introducing our club, or what is Toastmasters International. So there are already many videos from Toastmasters Internationals, because last 2 days before I shared this from the YouTube. I shared these videos of what is Toastmasters about, and also I invite them to join the club as a guest. So no need to explain what is Toast, what is Masters, what is club. Is together the meaning is creating, not just somebody asks what is Toast, what is this for. So already videos are there, just share them and link to them. That is enough for that.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vivek. Your experience is always valued. And Toastmaster Vivek is with Toastmasters for more than 13 years. So whatever he's saying is from his experience. Thank you so much. I believe we as a team have answered most of the questions. At the end, we have to understand the fact that we learn time management, but we overshoot the time a bit. But we believe that this benefited everyone, as the more we extended, it was like an interactive session. And this session, I believe that we came to know each other, or we came more closer. It's not like we are a district team. No, we are one team. And the collective efforts will help the PR to drive better. We are not in a faraway destination. We are only in UAE. So if you have any sort of comments, please reach out to us. We are more than happy to help with the knowledge what we have. Some things are beyond our control. This may take some time to get back to you. So thank you everyone for your time and commitment towards Toastmasters. Let's do a great job to make the district a successful one in this term. Thank you.
What an amazing learning journey. Today, we strengthened our understanding of Toastmasters brand, discovered practical design skills, and reinforced the important role PR plays in growing our club. District leaders, our presenters, our Zoom master, timer.
Thank you everyone. Thank you.